A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development following high-level discussions in Saudi Arabia, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has categorically stated that Russia will not accept the presence of NATO peacekeeping forces in Ukraine as part of any potential peace agreement. This statement came after a historic meeting between Russian and American officials, marking the first face-to-face negotiations since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began in February 2022. Lavrov expressed that any deployment of armed forces under a different flag would be completely unacceptable, reinforcing Russia's long-standing position on NATO's expansion and its implications for national security. The meeting, which lasted over 4 hours, included key figures such as U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian presidential aide Yuri Ushakov. Both sides agreed to appoint teams to initiate discussions aimed at ending the ongoing conflict. Secretary Rubio described the meeting as the first step of a long and difficult journey, but an important one, emphasizing the need for concessions from all parties involved in the conflict. However, the absence of Ukrainian representatives at the talks raised eyebrows, with President Volodymyr Zelensky expressing his surprise and disappointment. Zelensky stated, "You cannot make decisions without Ukraine on how to end the war in Ukraine," highlighting the concerns of many Ukrainians who feel sidelined in discussions that directly affect their country's future. U.S. President Donald Trump, speaking from Mar-a-Lago, expressed his disappointment with Ukraine's reaction to the talks. He suggested that Ukraine had had a seat for 3 years and could have resolved the conflict earlier. Despite the tensions, Trump claimed to be much more confident after the meeting, stating that Russia was eager to halt this savage barbarianism occurring in Ukraine. The Riyadh talks have sparked a wave of reactions across Europe, with leaders convening in Paris to discuss their response to the US-Russia rapprochement. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer indicated that any deal regarding Ukraine would require a US backstop to deter future Russian aggression, while Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz deemed discussions about sending troops as completely premature. In contrast, Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk and Italy's Giorgia Meloni expressed reluctance to send troops, with Meloni describing the deployment of European forces as the most complex and least effective solution to securing peace. Lavrov reiterated Russia's position on NATO, emphasizing that any expansion of the alliance, particularly Ukraine's membership, would pose a direct threat to Russia. The discussions in Riyadh have underscored the complexities of international diplomacy surrounding the Ukraine conflict, with multiple stakeholders involved and the potential for a protracted negotiation process. As the situation unfolds, the international community watches closely, aware that the outcomes of these discussions could have far-reaching implications for global security and geopolitical stability. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian leadership remains on high alert, fully aware of the precarious balance of power in the region and the critical need for support in their ongoing struggle against Russian aggression. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but the commitment to dialogue and negotiation may pave the way for a resolution to the crisis that has gripped Ukraine and the world for far too long. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.